Next on Fox, a scary ordeal for 3 children and their grandmother.
The kids were out driving a go-kart and suddenly get robbed with a gun to one of their heads. Only Fox 2's Stephanie Rothman speaks with the family, and she's live at St. Louis Police North Patrol with their story. Stephanie.
It's truly a very scary experience for all 4 of them. I mean, these kids are so young, so it's very traumatic. The grandmother tonight is just happy they're all safe. An afternoon playing with their Christmas gift in a nearby lot yesterday quickly turns into a frightening experience for siblings Nino 9, King 6, and Giselle 4.
This is outrageous, man. This is absolutely outrageous. Someone put a gun to this little boy's head and robbed him at gunpoint while he's playing with his go-kart. Look at these kids, man. Where's and the thing I always hark on is like, it would be one thing if there weren't people out there that their whole life, their career, every ounce of their fiber was dedicated to fussing and whining about injustices and alleged, travesties. But there's hundreds of thousands of those people, millions on Twitter that, on social media, but it's hundreds of thousands of them in life. There's hundreds of thousands of them that will hop on a plane and go to another city and protest over a grown man. Criminal getting attention from the cops. Why is the... Well, that's the game. Cops and robbers. These kids, however, are innocent, man. Who advocates for them? No one.
Quickly turns into a frightening experience for siblings Nino 9, King 6, and Giselle 4.
That was all I said, is don't shoot my baby. Don't shoot my baby.
Esther, their grandmother, recounts how the man got out of a car and came up to her and the kids, mask on, and revealed a gun.
He had an evil face. The portion that I could see, it was evil. And he, like he's done it before. He meant business, I could tell that. He would have shot him.
She says that's when he approached King, who's behind the driver's seat.
And he said, do y'all want to sell this? And then my granny said no. And no. And then he put his feet in, and then he pointed the gun at me.
A man rolled up on this senior citizen and her 3 young grandchildren, all under the age of 10. And put a gun to one of the kids' heads and tried to rob them. That's where we're at in the stand now. That's why I tell you guys all the time, like, something has to be done, okay? That's why I always say, I don't think Biden's going to make it to 2024 without having to do another crime bill. Some men are out of control. Okay? It's November of 2021. He's supposed to make it to November of 2024 without addressing this, seriously, because you're going to have to address this with the same force, like something small, mini crime bill ain't going to cut it. You're going to need one like you did in the 90s. And I get it. He doesn't want to do it because he did the last one and he got so much flack. At the time, all the black leaders all the Sun People leaders were, at the time, all the Sun People leaders were demanding this. They demanded this bill. Old Joe sharpened his pencil, got him a notebook, and got to writing, drafting up the language to the crime bill. Hillary and Bill passed it, enacted it under their presidency, and crime went down immediately. To the point where everybody was talking about, well, crime's down. Crime's not a problem anymore in America, even though it was a crime in the stand, but it wasn't a problem in America because it was localized in the stand. But now it's everywhere. And it's proliferated and it's more. And I firmly believe that, look, I don't see how he makes it. I don't see how he makes it to 2022 without doing something about this. Because remember, we got Christmas season coming up, holiday season. And the Sunmen done spent up all their PPP loan money. So, like, I and there's no stimulus check coming. I just don't see how he makes it to 2024, November of 2020, not just January 1st, 20. He got to make it deep into 2024, just letting this stuff get worse and worse and worse and worse.
It was evil, and he, like he's done it before. He meant business, I could tell that. He would have shot him.
She says that's when he approached King, who's behind the driver's seat.
And he said, do y'all want to sell this? And then my granny said no. And no. And then he put his feet in, and then he pointed the gun at me.
The man got into the go-kart and sped away. Esther didn't hear anything until the man was arrested hours later after a chase with police crashing in between two homes in North City.
I tried to stop. I didn't know what she was saying at first, but I was going to stop him, but he had a gun, though. He was pointing the gun at me going down the alley real fast. Then I jumped in my vehicle and followed him for a minute, but he was too fast.
Well, it must be nice to know that the community's rallying around her at this time.
Because she's a real good neighbor. She cuts this field over here for nothing.
She's a real good neighbor. And anybody who lives in the house know what he means. Those little son kids, they ain't making a whole bunch of noise. They ain't in people's yards. They probably well behaved. Granny got that switch, man. Granny will make you go pick your own switch. It's clean. Her house is clean. She's not bringing down the neighborhood, and grass is cut, no trash, quiet. Salute to Granny, man. Salute to Granny, man.
It must be nice to know that the community's rallying around her at this time.
Because she's a real good neighbor. She cuts this field over here for nothing.
I'll never be the same. The guy was walking up on me today, and I was nervous, what are you gonna do?
The go-kart was returned with only a few scratches, but the damage is done for the kids.
Just keep praying for us. Just keep praying for us.
A family trying to move forward after a disturbing and terrifying encounter. That robbery is currently under investigation. No word on any charges yet. So for now,
no word on any charges yet. They trying to see how they can, bump this one down. Like, well, our robbery numbers are too high. Let's try to classify this as, theft over $1,000. And get a son man, probation. Welcome to America, man. Hit the like button, subscribe. Peace. I'm out.